the TLG Global, crafting the future of hospitality in venture capital.
Good evening, everyone, and very warm welcome to thank you for joining us today. We are back and brought to you a new webinar this week by TLG Global, where we bring together ideas, innovation, and investment to shape the future of community in cities. I am Tarandeep Kaur. You can call me Tara Kohli, your host and moderator for this executive exciting webinar. Thank you for joining us from all around the world. In today's session, we are going to explore TLG Global and our extreme partner with Global Resettlement and take a closer look at the Latvia Residency by Investment program, a rising option for both investor and global mobility seekers. We have three dynamic speakers, Misam Hussain, Kushan Banerjee, and Syed Amar. So next slide, please. Thank you so much. I already have given my introduction. I'm Tarandeep Kaur. I'm working as a business development analyst in TLG Global. And to begin with the disclaimer slide, this presentation is prepared exclusively for stakeholders and of Lux Smart Hospitality Investment. It is for informational purposes only and does not represent any offer to buy or sell securities, nor does it provide financial, legal, tax, or investment advice by L Hotels Latvia SIA or any of its advisors. It may include statements reflecting the company's current view and future operations and financial performances. Please refer to the full disclaimers visible on your screen. We encourage you to review it carefully. Next slide. To begin with, I'd like to invite our first speaker, Misam Hussain, who plays a key role in TLG Global Business Development in Indian operations. He will be sharing an overview of TLG Global and the work we are doing across region to support client and partners alike. So I will hand over to Misam. Can you share about TLG Global and your experience?
Yeah, thank you so much, Tara. It was, very nice, introduction about me, and thank you so much. Thank you for everyone for joining. Thank you, Mr. Kushan and Amar for joining us for this webinar. It's an absolute pleasure to have you all here, and I'm thrilled to present this segment of the webinar to introduce TLG Global. So coming to the slide where, we say that who are we? So, just for the people who are not aware about, TLG Global, to just give a small brief about, who are we? So it is, the TLG Global. TLG stand for the Lakhani Group, headquartered in Portugal, and TLG Global is trusted name with over 40 years. In fact, I will say, to be very precise, 43 years of experience in the real estate, hospitality, and immigration sectors. Our long-standing presence in the industry is built on the strong foundation of expertise, innovation, and commitment to deliver lasting values. Over the years, we have successfully launched and managed more than 27 active projects across prime location in Portugal, that is in and around to the Lisbon city. These projects range from residential and commercial real estate development to hospitality venture, each crafted with focus on quality, sustainability, and investor returns. One of our core strength lies in our immigration advisory service, particularly through Portugal Golden Visa program and also as well as Latvia Golden Visa. Till date, we have facilitated over 100 successful Golden Visa applications from the clients around the world, not just sticking to the Europe, but it's all over around the world, helping them secure residency and long-term investment opportunities in Europe. Our current asset portfolio exceed more than 150 million euros, reflecting to the scale of the strength of our operations. This robust portfolio has attracted a growing community over 300 investors. So yes, we have got 300 plus investors with us, onboarded with us, and I will say not just 300 plus investors, but 300 plus families who continue to place their confidence in TLG Global's vision and execution. These milestones are not just numbers, they represent the trust of our partners, the success of our clients, and dedication of the complete team. We are incredible proud of how far we have come and maintain the full commitment to expand our impact, growing our portfolio, and delivering exceptional value to all our stakeholders. So, this was about, TLG Global. Going to the next slide, which talks about, our partners and the brands. Um, so over to the next slide, please. Yeah, thank you. So in this slide, you can see, about our, partners and brand. Coming to the partner, I would like to take a moment to highlight some of our valued partnership and our expanding portfolio and brands. One of our major partner and collaborator is Wyndham Hotel and Resort, widely recognized through Ramada brands. They are our, proud partners, and we also deeply appreciate the ongoing support of NXM Consulting. They are our accounting partner who contribute to have played a vital role in our achievements. And going to our brands, our diverse range of brands span multiple industry, including hospitality, construction, legal services, supply chain management and technology. Okay. And then we continue to grow, exploring new ventures and entering new market. With innovations at the core of what we do, our brands are flourishing and we are excited about the road ahead. To the next slide, where we can talk about our portfolio. So if you can see on your screen, the amount of I've just mentioned, like, we have around 27 ongoing projects. And moving to our portfolio, we are excited to highlight the wide variety of the projects currently underway. These include L Tower, L Offices, L Students, and L Hotels, part of exclusive trademark collection by Wyndham. And we are also developing Ramada Residency, Wyndham Garden, Wyndham Residency, and L Wellness, a luxury resort focused on health and well-being. Altogether, these development accounts of more than 1,000 keys set to be delivered by the fourth quarter of 2025. That means by the end of this year. And this progress reflects the dedication of our outstanding team and our continued focus on bringing high-quality construction hospitality project to Portugal. It's clear demonstration of our drive for innovation and excellence across the industry. So going to the next slide, which talks about our previous fund and the track record. So as you can see, we have already had previous funds. Let's review our fund performance. The Class N and Business Fund is fully regulated investment vehicle by CMVM, that is the regulatory body in Portugal. So that is Portugal's top financial regulatory authority. This is the highest level of license available, and we are proud to hold that license as TLG Capital Sigoit. So we currently manage 105 million euros of the fund, which is the Class and Business, across 11 active projects. Our internal rate of return is strong 17.7%. That is exceptionally very well when it comes to internal rate of returns. And we have achieved a total portfolio appreciation of 151%, which is a testament to our dedication to investors' value. So coming to the next fund, which is Oasis Fund. Performance of Oasis Fund is the value of the fund is 23 million euro. Is the investment in the smart hospitality project with zero debt to exposure, that is 0% loan to value. Its performance continues to exceed exceptional and reinforcing our track record of delivering solid and risk-conscious returns. So talking about the funds, all I can say is the next question is: are you prepared to take the next step? In the next segment, we will have MR who will introduce the exciting and investment opportunity in Latvia. We are looking forward to hearing that. Thank you so much. Over to you, Tara.
Thank you, Misam.
Thank you, Misam, for that insightful overview. And you have set the tone. You have talked about the TLG Global, our experiences, our projects, and our proven track record which already TLG Global has proved, and many more to come. Thank you so much. Next, I'm pleased to welcome Mr. Kushan Banerjee. Yes, it's a simple. Thank you. I'm pleased to welcome Mr. Kushan Banerjee, who brings over 7 years of experience in the residency and citizenship by investment industry. He has successfully assisted more than 100 families in finding the right resettlement solutions, and he is a partner at Global Resettlement, which operates out of both Doha and Dubai. And in this session, he will be sharing more about his company, its vision, and his experience working in this field. Over to you, Kushan Banerjee. I am audible? Kushan, you are on mute.
Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Sorry, there is a bit of disturbance from my side. So very quickly, my name is Kushan, as mentioned, and I've been part of this 7 years, especially kind of and residency by investment, wherein some of the companies when it comes to the immigration industry, and about a couple of years back, we specialize in kind of citizenship programs. I mean, our biggest plus point or our biggest assets are, is the fact that we have tied up directly with all the facilitators for various countries. A prime example being TLG Group, who processes our clients' application for Latvia as well as Portugal, and so we have been, working as partners for quite some time now. And talking about very quickly, just for the people, what is citizenship and residency by investment program? Basically, there are two kinds of programs. When I'm talking about citizenship by investment, basically a direct passport without any requirement to stay in that particular country, in government bonds, benefits when it comes to having a second, basically, and you have more than 100 and of business expansion, and of course that. And then there's the other resettlement program, which is
we missed your last few lines. Can you just plug out again your headphones so it will be clear? Because sometimes it's clear voice and sometimes it's broken. We lost your two lines. We lost.
Is it better now?
Much better.
A bit louder, Kushan. We can't hear you properly. A bit louder.
Better now?
Yeah, better than before.
Okay. So as an organization, we are mainly catering to two kinds of, like I said, one is citizenship by investment and the other one is residency by investment. Now, what is the basic difference between these two?
We can't see you actually. Sorry for interruption. We can't see you.
Is
Good to see you now. Please carry on.
of programs that we specialize in is citizenship investment as well as residency by you directly or passport of a country, which can be done through investment in approved government relations, and the benefits are humongous. Benefits, as well as business expansion opportunities without any hindrance. And investment wherein you residency card or permanent residency or golden residency option. Again, investing in real estate or investing in you know, or donation or government bonds, depending on great benefits of the residency investment option as well when it comes to all social the country. So it's whether it's free school, free medicals for the full family, local fees that you pay for your university and all others. Of course, after again depending on choice of country, let's see, a period of 3 years, 5 years, or you are able to go and buy specializing and various countries as a company with in the European Union sector. We are promoting Latvia, we are promoting Portugal, we are promoting Hungary, and then we have options for nominating the 3 countries as options for countries like Canada, US, UK, New Zealand, and so this is as an organization, and that you are also our department when it comes to student visa applications or college job or visa applications and all. So to help all my clients, like the way I have helped post a session, I will be getting in touch with each one of you in order to understand your requirement, and we will be advising you with that option available.
Thank you so much, Kushan, for your remarkable views and for sharing such grounded insight from your experience in this space. And as you mentioned, you are focusing on UK, European, Canada, and New Zealand. You might be having a lot of clientele, as you helped already 100+ families. So that experience can be, we can see with your company. And we are, as a TLG Global, we are very gladly to partnership with your company as well. So let's begin with the next introduction with the Syed Amar, because we mentioned about Latvia. So let me introduce him first. We will be hearing from Syed Amar, our operational manager at TLG Dubai branch, and with extensive experience handling both B2C and B2B partnerships. Syed plays a crucial role in managing client relationships and streamlining operational process in one of our most active regions. So he has in-depth knowledge of various residency programs, and today he will be walking us through one of the most promising options in Europe, the Latvia Residency by Investment Program, with a focus on how it fits into both personal and partnership-based migrations planning. So over to you, Syed.
Thank you for that kind introduction. My name is Syed Ahmed. I take care of TLG's Dubai office, and we are here for good vision, for good time. We really want Latvia to be promoted to different parts of the world. Our global offices in India, in China, in Dubai, in Portugal, we are striving hard under the good leaderships of the respective teams in different jurisdictions to make sure that this program runs successfully and we meet our annual targets, inshallah. Can I move to the next slide? I think my introduction is fine. So this let me tell you something about Latvia, and then I come to what is Laksh. So Latvia is one of the European countries. Latvia is a part of Schengen zone, and this program has been historically into market since 2010, and has been on and off market because of lots of federal changes in the program. As we speak, what we bring to the table is one of the most fantastic options for our investors, wherein we bring a very pocket-friendly investment size with the quickest time that we have in the European world. Latvia's investment is 100,000 euros. On top of 100,000 euros, you have to invest 10,000 euros as donation to the country of Latvia. And what you get out of it is a Latvian residency, is a European residency. And it not only helps you to enter Latvia, but it also helps you to enter your dreams to the European region. You enter Latvia and all the 29 Schengen zones are all yours. You can go, you can study, you can do employment, you can do business in any of these zones. That's the best part. So therefore we call it European residency with one of the most pocket-friendly investment and the quickest timeline. I'll further elaborate it in the next slides. Why Latvia? We have tried to put Latvia into a very safe zone in terms of the political and social stability that it brings in the European zone. It has one of the best and free universal healthcare system. As I mentioned, it is part of Schengen zone, wherein it brings the access to the whole Europe, one of the tax-friendly havens for investors as well as for business owners who really want to do business in Latvian region. And last but not the least, it's been in the top 10 passports of the world all the time, giving you access to more than 184 countries across the world without a visa. So these all benefits Latvia brings along with the investment that we are offering to you, which I'll elaborate it in my next slides. Now, where is the investment going? How is an investor qualified? What is the format of investment? What is the structure of investment? So our management, the Lakhani group that we represent, Mr. Rahim Lakhani, he did a great job. He went to different parts of the European world, and the challenge with the European residency program is the timeline these days. We have lots of challenge for the investors that we have already taken for the Portugal program, where the timeline is increasing and increasing and increasing. And if we talk about other European countries like Greece, or if we talk about Spain, or talk about Malta, or we talk about Hungary or Cyprus, all these countries has a timeline which is not less than a year, which is quite evident to all of us. But wherein Latvia plays an important role. Now, how does one qualify for a Latvian program? So this investment has to be into a legal Latvian establishment. The federal route is called share capital investment into a legal Latvian firm. Now that legal Latvian entity has to fulfill some prerequisites, which is led by the government of Latvia. What are those prerequisites? There are three big conditions that an agency has to fulfill, that a legal entity has to fulfill. That legal entity must have at least 50 Latvian people working with them. That legal entity should have a minimum of 10 million euros per year in terms of turnover of the company. And that legal entity must pay 10,000 euros as taxation to the government of Latvia. TLG Global since we are into hospitality for the longest time, we are coming up with a hotel project under the brand called Laksh L Hotels Latvia. And we have already fulfilled all these three conditions. So we took us long amount of time to invest, and finally we could do it. So we fulfill all these 6 conditions that you can see in the slide, wherein we are a legal Latvian establishment. We have a legitimate business activity, of course. Financial viability is not a challenge. We have more than 50-60 employees working in our firm. We have already invested more than 10 million euros as a share capital into this country, into this project already. And definitely we are going to pay more than 100,000 euros of taxation easily by the end of the year. Next, if I could move to the next, please. So terms, what are the terms? The terms are very simple. If you fulfill, if any entity, the TLG group has fulfilled all these prerequisites as mentioned earlier. Now the terms of the investment is 100,000 investment has to be done. On top of 100,000, 10,000 is the donation to the government of Latvia. So total investment is 110,000 euros. What you get out of it? You get a Latvian residency, a European residency out of it. What are the conditions? The condition is that you have to renew your residency card every year. The residency issued is valid for 5 years. Let me tell you first that. But the residency card which they issue is valid for 1 year, which means you have to visit Latvia and renew your residency card every year. That is the only condition led by the government, which means you have to be in Latvia for at least 1 to 2 days to renew your cards and renew your biometrics. What happens to your investment after 5 years? It's capital assured. It's 100% buyback after 5 years. 10,000 goes to the government, 100,000 which you invested with the TLG group will be given back to you after 5 years. What is the timeline? 5 years, as we already mentioned. We are also offering you a complimentary stay in our hotel for 7 days per year. That is also one of these freebies that we are offering. I think we can move on to the next part. This is the structure of our investment. When you meet a client, there are lots of questions that where is this investment going? What is the format of investment? What has the company already invested? How is this transaction safe? Should I do it? What are the, how am I safe to invest in this company? So this whole structure will answer many questions. As you can see on the screen, L Hotels Latvia, the Lux Hotel. This is our establishment in Latvia. This is the hotel that we are constructing. If you see at the top, mother company, TLG Global, that is what we all represent that you can see on the screen. The other names that you see are subsidiaries of the mother company, TLG Global. If you see the minority shareholders part, these are your investors. So investors would be called minority shareholders who will invest 100,000 euros through bank into this entity. They will not have voting rights. They will just be a minority shareholders. We have already invested more than 10 million capital into this hotel already, which suffices our condition of 10 million turnover on day one, of course. And if you see at the left part, Wyndham Residences, as Bisam explained earlier, we are a real estate company in Portugal. We have been doing lots of constructions in the past. Wyndham Residences is one of our projects in Lisbon, near Lisbon. It's a villa project. As we speak, the value of this project is more than 23 million euros. We have made this project as a collateral to our Latvia project, which is the L Hotels Latvia project. So I'm giving you two big comforts as an investor. Number one, as we have already invested more than 10 million as a share capital, plus I am giving you one tangible project of mine in Portugal as a collateral to this project, which makes this whole transaction collateralized. I think that this is great amount of comfort that any investor will look for, considering our legacy, considering what we have delivered in the past and what we will deliver in future for sure. Can we move on next? Documentation is very simple. Compared to other residency programs. I'm into this industry for almost 10 years now. So I have filed lots of Caribbean cases and residency by investment cases, right from north to south of the world. But trust me, this is one of the least documentation that we are talking about. So it's very simple to start the process. It is one of the least documentation again. We just need your passport copies, any of your address proofs. We have a KYC form to fill wherein we do our KYC and background and AML checks and all. Once the client is good to file, and as we get heads from our KYC and DD team, we are good to file the applications. We have two agreements to proceed. If you are okay to invest 100,000 directly, we call it investment agreement, which contains all the legal inputs, which makes sure your interest and our interest is safe and we all are on the same page, and we have all the buyback clauses and everything in the investment agreement itself. If you want to go for in a milestone format, you can go for a reservation agreement initially, which is 10,000 euros. And once we file and make the documentation in on platter, we can go for the remaining 90,000 investment. Documentation compilation includes very simple. You have to go for 3 months bank statement. Source of fund becomes mandatory here because we need to know that where did you gather this fund. We need your what else? Few passport size photographs, medical insurances, generic things. The donation which you need to pay to the government of Latvia is at the very last. Once you go for your biometrics in Latvia, you pay there itself to the government. If you have children, then you need to provide the birth certificates of your children. If you are married, then of course marriage certificate has to be given, and we make sure that everything is okay legally. So we need your police clearance reports. This can be given from country of origin or country of residence if you have resided there for more than 6 months. These documents have to be attested and notarized according to the laws of the country. In terms of the total cost to the program, as I mentioned earlier, if you wish to proceed with the reservation agreement, you can pay us 10,000 euros initially, and then comes the investment, which is 100,000. So if you invest 100,000, we give you back 10,000, which you have initially paid to us. We can work on both the formats. Next, please. Technology sometimes is not friendly with us. Sorry for that.
Thank you so much, Syed. I think my set of questions has been started, and
Great.
you explained very well. The set of tone you have presenting for the pitch of Latvia is very nice, and it's very clear and flawless as you presented. So thank you so much for present. As we all know, we have some question and answer segment where we will be asking some questions, few focused on speakers, on their expertise, the set of areas. So let me ask the first question. So since you have been working,
to answer it?
I'll ask the question and I'll name the person.
Okay.
Sure. Thank you. You have been working in European residencies for the long time. What is the most common question you are receiving from clients when they are first explore their Latvia option? So may I ask Syed if you can answer this?
The first question which I encounter is, where is Latvia? Which part of the world it is? So we have to show them where Latvia is, because it is not the typical Europe that people would like to visit. So it is one of the Baltic nations. We show the map, what is north, south, east, and west, and then they come to know about Latvia. Then we tell about the historically Latvia has existed into the RBI industry for the longest time. So yeah, that is one of the challenges that we face. But yes, it is nonetheless, it is one of the great nations, one of the peaceful nations, one of the most safest places to live in. And since I live in Dubai, so my beloved MR has invested lots of money into the country already. So lots of big real estate investors are eyeing their investments, and since TLG is also there, we aspire to become one of the biggest investors again into the region.
Great. One question is not mentioned here. Thank you so much for the explanation. I will ask Kushan for this. In your experience working with globally mobile families, I'm sorry, I'll state it again. In your experience working with the globally families, what usually motivates them to pursue a second residency, and how do you guide them in aligning those questions in the right platform? Kushan.
Thank you very much, Tarandeep, for the question. See, 90% of the applications, the one and only motivation for any applicant is a plan B for the family, for the second generation, for the children. Okay, so majority of the applications that happen is only and only keeping in mind, the future of the children, their schooling, their, the medicals are free, and then, it's a world-class medical system, whether whether it is Latvia or any of the European Union country. And then, of course, university, subsidized fee, and all of it. Now, what I usually tell them that when you are going for a European Union country residency program, the biggest advantage over, I would even say, any of the English speaking country, for example, Canada or US or UK passport holder. Let's say I'm having a UK passport holder. Now, will I get the benefits of Australia, or will I get the government benefits of the United States of America? No, I will be restricted just to the UK. Right. But this is what I tell my client, that given a choice, I would always choose a European Union country, whether it is Latvia, whether it is Portugal, because it gives me, it opens its doors for me for the whole of Europe. Today, while I'm holding the residency of Europe, of Latvia, I am, getting the benefits of Latvia and visa-free travel to all the Schengen countries. Of course, that is there. But once I have the PR or even the citizenship of Latvia or Portugal or any of the European Union country, I will not only have visa-free travel. Now I will also be, I can live, work, do business, do nothing, get all the benefits of any of the European Union country, not just restricting myself to Latvia. Okay, so this is what I tell my clients, and this has been bought by many, this particular explanation. So yeah.
Thank you so much. I guess which Syed mentioned and which you mentioned, most of the people who are looking for the dual residency, this is the clear answer for them to ask them why they want it first, and which countries or which regions they want to cover it, to consider. And European region gave the wide list of the countries to get the access to travel and study and lifestyle also. So let me move to first the third question to Misam. You are closely working in the TLG Global's India operation, because you are handling that on the ground. Can you share how TLG Group support Indian clients specifically, and what kind of expectations and priorities Indian citizens or Indian clients usually bring when they approach us?
Yeah. Thank you, Tara, for that question. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. And coming to the India operations, we have started India operations, 2 years back, and we have an office in Hyderabad, very much, an active office in Hyderabad, and we are focused on 3 major departments. I will just give you a brief about our India operations, and then I'll answer your question about, how do I handle Indian clients and what kind of questions they have, with us, for us. So we are focused when it comes to India operations for TLG Global. We are focused on 3 major departments. One is the business development department, which is our department, and we have an experienced BD team in India. And then the next department what we have is the marketing department and marketing team who give us enough marketing material to promote a product, whether it's on social media, YouTube, and thanks to them that we are spread all across social media, and also through such webinars which help us to reach maximum audience. And then the third major department what we have in India is the IT department, which provide us with the strong technical support 24/7, and thanks to them that we are so much connected, whether we are placed anywhere in the world, and still we are very, very much connected. So, and as far as the support from the group, which you asked, so we conduct many events, and we are part of many conferences where we get to present a product to to the right audience, and who are actually looking for the investment option. And that's what the support from the group we get to be part of as many as events possible, so that we are connected to the industry, and we are connected to our B2B partners. And coming to the second part of the question, which is the Indian client approach, how do they approach, what kind of questions they But so when it's an Indian client approaching for a professional residency by investment program, often which they call it as golden visa, this which is a commercial name given for the residency or citizenship by investment. They usually bring questions like which is connected to their expectation or motivation. This is often combination of business or lifestyle or education, which Kushan was just mentioning, or geopolitical consideration. So the majority of people ask us the speed of the program, how speed and simple the process is. So because we are day and night working on the program of Latvia, and that's the best part, that MR has also mentioned while explaining Latvia, which require like the minimum time, and many Indian clients, they value the quick process time, low residence requirement, and clear legal framework. And this is a very straightforward question, that what is the speed and simplicity of the process, and how fast can they get the residency card or residency permit. And then the next question is again on the global mobility. How can they be connected from not just to Latvia, but it's the access to the complete 29 countries, and for that matter, whether it's Portugal or Latvia. So global mobility is something which is generally asked, like will they be restricted only to Latvia, or they get the access to the complete Schengen area? And that is the very frequent asked question. Then is about the business opportunity, whether they can do a business or do a job there. And the answer is very simple, and I think MR has already answered that. You can live there, you can do a business there, which most of the program doesn't allow. But Latvia, for that matter, they allow their investors to set up their own business, expand their business, or do a job there, and there's no restriction on that. And that is the most common asked question. And again, coming to the other questions, it's about the quality of life, the safety, and of course the geopolitical conditions. And there are certain questions, and for them we have a question that we have an answer. It is part of Schengen area. The quality of life is, of course, as good as any other European country. And coming to geopolitical, though it's neighboring country of certain countries, and but still it's part of NATO, and it's very safe and it's very secure. And also not to forget the question what comes from the client is about the clear path to citizenship or the permanent residency. For Latvia, it's very simple. You have to maintain 10 years of residency, and then you get though it's a longer pathway, but you have to maintain 10 years of residency, and you're good to go for the citizenship. So yeah, I mean, these are the questions which generally come to us when we deliver the product, whether it's Latvia or Portugal. And yeah, I mean, that's from my side, and I'm okay with someone giving a cross question on that. I am ready to give an answer to that also. I hope I answered the question. Thank you.
Yeah, you already answered the questions, and the main thing is what I get from all three questions. First, I will ask last question to the Syed later. To mention complete this, basically the questions people are asking from the clientele of Kushan or Syed or India part, everybody has the few questions, and their solution is already presented in our Latvia project. So even it is about the time, least legal framework, quality of life, and the access global mobility to travel, and that all comes under the Latvia residency by investment. So I guess if they just want to ask the questions, they can directly reach out through the TLG Global, and they will get all the answers in one place. Last question to the Syed, due to the time restrictions. You work closely with the both B2B partners and direct clients in Dubai. what makes the Latvia residency program particularly attractive for clients in the current market in Dubai?
Well, thank you. For B2B partners, yeah, we have met almost all the channel partners, primarily into the immigration sector in UAE primarily, and the response is good. The most attractive part, as I mentioned earlier, is the longevity to the program. Once we say to the client that if you can submit, once the file gets completed and you submit the file in person in Latvia, and within 3 to 4 weeks you are sorted, that is unbelievable to them, to those clients especially who have submitted their files long back in Portugal. So that is where it is making a big difference. And the second option would be, if even if you can't travel because of visa challenges, you can submit your file in the nearest consulate, which we have in Abu Dhabi. So the UAE residents have access to the Abu Dhabi consulate, Abu Dhabi embassy. And that option is also not more than 2 to 3 months. That's also very quick. Post we, take care of the filings and attestations and MOFA thing and everything. So that's that is one of the most, you can say, comfort for end investors as well as for B2B channel partners to pitch it to their respective clients. And last but not the least, the pocket-friendly size of 100,000 euros. So whatever investment or the ticket size that we have in the European world is not less than 250,000. And top of that, if you add the government fees and the taxations and every other factor, it is close to 300,000. So in a pocket-friendly investment of around 100,000 euros, and as quick as within 2 to 3 months of time, if you are sorted with a European dream, for all your family members, it is one of the greatest thing to opt for as early as possible.
Thank you so much. This is very valuable information also. And thanks to all of our speakers, Misam, Kushan, and Syed, for your valuable inputs and taking for time to walk us through these topics in such a clear and engaging way. Thank you as well to our audience for joining us today. If you have any further questions or would like to connect with us regarding residency programs or partnerships, feel free to reach out to the TLG Global team directly. You can find the join meeting and WhatsApp on our details on the screen. You can find the email IDs, our website. You can reach out to us on any platforms. We are available on all social media platforms as well. We will be back with more open discussion in our next session. And until then, I will ask if some speaker has to say for the last words, and we will be ending this session. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Kushan, for joining. Thank you, Misam. Thank you. Thank you, Tara.
Thank you, Kushanji. Thank you, Amar. Thank you, Tara.
The Lakhani Group Global, crafting the future of hospitality in venture capital.